What's up? Welcome to Get Rich 101. I am your host. I am Sekou, and I am an author. Primarily, I'm an author, and here's the book I'm promoting right now, because I've published several books, but the book I'm promoting right now, my most recent book, is Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. There's a great story about how this book came to be and how it manifests out of nowhere, but I won't get into it. Check out that book. Check out that book. You've heard me talk about it. If you haven't heard me, if you haven't checked it out yet, please check it out. Please check it out. Because this book will help you. Will help you. Hack your pain now. All right? I said it. Okay, so that said, thanks to New Thought Media Network for giving me the space and opportunity to let me grow, and just let me grow. Because if they hadn't let me keep this show, I don't know what I'd be doing now. So thanks to them. Okay, so let's talk about keeping it real. Let's talk about keeping it real today. Because there's some things that happened today. And instead of skipping over them, I'm going to tell you about what happened. So first of all, I didn't want to do anything. I did not want to do anything. I wanted to skip the show. I wanted to skip the run. I wanted to skip everything and just stay in the bed. And that was a testament to yesterday. Yesterday, I was up super early, 2 o'clock in the morning, because I was stressed about the weekend hustle. And I've got to leverage my emotions. But I was like, I was very excited about the weekend hustle. And what I found was that I did something that I shouldn't have. Well, I won't say it that way. I did something that I shouldn't have done. I should not should me. So I will just say what happened. So I went into my weekend update. Weekend hustle. And I was putting my efforts in, and I didn't. And I had two stocks. I sold one, and I kept the other. What I noticed is the one that I sold shot up. I mean, well after I sold it, it shot up, and I was like, why didn't I hold it, right? And then the other one, the one that I'm holding out for, I was holding it, and Fee King was like, I'm holding. I was like, what? You're holding? She's like, yeah, I'm holding. And I was like, all right. So I let her influence me, and I held it. And so I've held the stock longer than 15 minutes. I've held it for a whole day. But, well, let me keep it in order. I'll come back to that. So that's what I've done. So I'm going to tell you all what happens. I'm going to tell you all what pieces to keep. But anyway, yeah, let me try to divide this up. So what happened today? Is I felt like I didn't feel like wanting to do anything. And I got outside thanks to Fee King just getting up and going. And I admit to her that I didn't want to go until we got out to the elevator. And so anyway, my watch would not connect to my phone. And I was like, because the watch being connected to the phone is how I keep track of the miles. and the days, and all that information is automatically, and it would not connect. And I was like, oh. So I told her about it, and she says, turn it off and turn it back on. I was like, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that. But I did it, turned it off, turned it back on. There was. There was. Now we've already walked about 2 blocks, mind you, and I have not gotten anything done. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk. And I walked for like half a block, and I was like, all right, start your watch. Start your run. Start your run. And I started my run, and I got this. I got this because I needed something. And so let me show you what I got. I actually didn't see it because I was running. Oh no, that's the Nelson. I'll talk about Nelson in a second. Let's see, where can I put it? Here it is. Here it is. How do I? Yeah. Take this. Now, mind you, I didn't look and see who it was. I went to YouTube while I was running, and I hit the button. I just hit the button and kept running, right? And this is what came up for me. This is what came up.
And you're going to fail, 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 and then you're going to win.
Then you're going to win.
And that's life.
Right?
Life without those challenges, it's just existence. Don't just exist. Go live. Eventually, inaction will cost you. But your default setting should be, I'm going to do something. Just get up, move towards that challenge, and go attack it. Go do something that's hard. Struggle sucks. Depends on how you frame it.
Well, see, now, see. I had to play this just now. I was watching it because I haven't seen it. I heard it, but I didn't see it. And so seeing it and watching him be asked by someone's struggle sucks, and it depends on how you frame it. Woo! It depends on how you frame it. It depends on how you frame it. It depends upon how you frame it. And so that's what got me through. That's what got me through the run today. And I was like, just listening to this. And I just kept on playing. And so I looked up the guy's name. His name is Jocko Willink. Jocko Willink. And Jocko Willink is a Navy SEAL. And he talks about being a SEAL, essentially. But in other words, he talks about in this video, later in this video, he talks about how people say that they had an excuse for not becoming a SEAL. Right? Something happened with their family, something happened with their mom, something happened with their brother, something happened, right? But no one says, I quit. No one says, I quit. And that's what it takes. Because when you're in SEAL training, you've got to quit. You've got to say, hey, I'm out, right? And they welcome you. They welcome you with open arms for you to say, you're out, because they only want the people who are willing to go the distance in the program. And so that's very important. And I thought that's interesting that people, it makes sense though, that people would have all these reasons for not giving in, except I just quit. Yeah. So that's an easy one to, not an easy one, but a strong thing that got me through today. Okay, so then I got up here and the Wi-Fi was working. I was like, oh, I just want to get in the bed. get into bed and skip the show. I just don't want to do any of it. But I messed around with the computers and messed around with all the things. I fudged all the things together and it worked fine. And then here we are. So what I want to say about this is that all it takes is one more thing. All it takes is one more thing, right? Because when we went out, after I admitted the elevator, I didn't feel like running. When we went out and my watch was not connecting to my phone, like all I needed was one more thing in order to get right rather than do bad, right? Because I could have just been like, my phone was not connecting, I'm going back to bed, right? But just on the other side of that, I found something. And just on the other side of that, I found Jocko Willenick. And just on the other side of that, there's all these things. And here with the Wi-Fi, just one more thing. So all you are separated from success is by one more thing. Just one more thing, right? Because today, man, you all weren't going to see me. You all weren't going to see me. And I was going to come up with some excuse tomorrow about how something or other didn't work right. Man, forget it. But I made it. So, Ashe. So that's what I wanted to say. And I'm going to read a little bit more of Jocko Willenick because he's a really good guy. He said some really positive things. But that last little bit it's in how you frame it. It's difficult. It's how you frame it. Like that hit me here. All right, so that's that. Let's move on to Cat Chronicles, and I showed you one picture. This picture is so funny. I was laying around here yesterday, and what you're going to notice is what's interesting about this photo. What's interesting about this photo? What's interesting about this photo is that he's wrapped himself around my left hand. And so I was doing something with my right hand in my phone, and I was like, oh, I just want to go with my left hand. I was like, nope, because Nelson's on my left hand. I'm going to do it on my right. So I was going to do it, and so I stayed with it. Struggling as much as I could with my right hand until Nelson left, and I was like, okay. Whew. But it is very difficult, just so you know, it's very difficult for me to use my right hand. Now, I'm a right-handed person, and so that's even tougher. Like trying to manipulate things on my phone is really challenging. It's really challenging. And so I keep on deferring to my left. But he is like keeping my left side occupied. Right? And let me show you something else. I told you he checks on me, right? Like he really checks on me because here I am, sleep. and he's just checking on me, right? Just checking on me. It's all in my face, checking on me. And I appreciate that. But anyway, he's obviously still on my left hand. And so I was still trying to do stuff with my right hand while I was sleeping. I would wake up and try to do something with it. And I was like, I have to use my right hand. But he was staying stuck to my left side. So that's funny. And thanks to Feed King for taking this photo. It's funny. That photo's funny. Let's see. Is there another photo? This is just here right now. It was sitting right here a few minutes ago. And he was still chilling right here. And yeah, and that is my cat chronicles for today. And yeah, and Nelson is helping me keep my left hand occupied so that I use my right hand more often. And I know I have to use my right hand more often. I know I have to. I know I have to, but it's just hard. It's just hard. Because what happened, quick sidebar. I sent somebody a text message. And I sent somebody a text message and I was going to attach the photo. Like, here is the photo. And then all the people on the text message thread respond like, done. They're all waiting for the picture. But they don't understand that it takes me longer to find a picture because I'm trying to use my right hand and even on my left hand. Like I've got to find a photo and send together with things attached. The photo attached to the word, because I may send it and it takes me minutes to find it. They're like, I'm like, oh man, they're so fast. So anyway, that's what it's something I have to deal with. But I have to do it with my right hand. Okay, so all right, let's check the comments before we get on into the money. Check the comments before we get on into the money. B King has blessed us by inviting all her world. And let's see. What are you saying? My hand is so big on his belly. Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, cat. Yeah. Let's see. What did she say? That is like, you've been here, but somewhere other than here before. Okay. Yes, I pushed through. I'm grateful I pushed through. So she's downstairs right now, sending me these messages, and probably doing a workout as we speak. All right, let's see. Cat Chronicles is the best. He's such a smart cat. Yeah, he's a great cat. he's looking at you so concerned. Yeah. Nelson has been a couple of us, and yeah, he's been great. Yeah. So I keep telling her that I need the cat more than she does right now. because sometimes I don't feel like saying what's going on, but the cat can pick it up. Because sometimes I'm thinking what I'm thinking, and I'm like, you don't want to hear what I'm thinking. But the cat picks up on it. So lessons to the cat. All right, so let's get to the money. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe. So what I was starting to say, and I got off from it, was my following B King's advice. Well, not her advice. We're on two different schemes because trading is all about who you are. Who you are. That's the best way I can put it. It's about how you are. So once you get in, it's all you. And so she decided to keep some stock after Monday, and I was like, oh, yeah. But then I fell asleep. You saw Nelson checking on me. I fell asleep, and so now I still have the stock that I had from Friday, and so I'm going to see how it plays. I'm going to see how it plays because I didn't check it this morning, and I'm getting used to, like, let me be easy with it because I'm still doing Forex. Just a little bit here and there. And on Forex, I immediately let it go through the whole week. Like, I don't try to get out on Monday. So I've got that muscle that I'm building with Forex of letting things run. And I decided to try that with the weekend hustle. So I'm going to try that. And also, Reverend Mel sent me a message saying, practice, keep practicing, and that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing. So we'll see how it plays. We'll see how it plays. But I am letting it linger the way I do with Forex. So I'm trying both the same way this week. And so I'm seeing how that's going to work. All right. So I hope you're with me on that. What I'm saying is that I usually sell my stocks in the first 15 minutes of Monday. And I didn't do that. Well, I did it with one stock, but with the other stock, I held on to it. And so now we're going to see how this plays through the course of the week. And then I'll see. But I got to clear out before my next Friday hustle, weekend hustle. All right. So yeah, so that's what I have to say about money. I mean, really, that was it. Really, that was it. Yeah, that's really it. I'm trying to figure out how I can unpack it for you more. But I have been experimenting with both. Because both are elements of the same thing. Like once you get it clearly that experimenting with both is the same, right? We're talking about, you go to the store, you say you want to buy eggs or you want to buy cream cheese, right? But they're both, you're going to both take both of them up to the store, to the counter and check them out, right? So you just different types of things, but you go into the same process, right? And so I'm practicing with Forex and practicing with weekend hustle, and I'm trying out the different things and seeing how they play differently. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So that's what I'm doing. All right. So let me see. No more comments. No more thoughts. I think that's it. It felt like so much more than what it came out as, but I think that's it. I am simply taking my weekend hustle stocks through the week and seeing what happens. But those of you that just got it and sold it first 15 minutes, by all means, I applaud you. Yeah. All right, folks. I guess that's it. And I will see you later. And I am thankful to B King for getting me up and out and through my little streak of I don't want to do nothing, getting through that streak, and yeah, and doing it up to the point where something else happens. Oh wait, hold on. I was about to close out, but hold on. B King sent me a message of show topics, and let's see. Well, you let me know how your weekend was in terms of the weekend hustle, because Reverend Mel sent me something. She was sending me something regarding the Barnes & Noble thing, and I caught the Barnes & Noble thing. Barnes & Noble was like, I saw it because it went like this. It went from here to here, like it was a big strike, and I was like, what? But I was watching it closely, and then I was like, I'm gonna let it go when it gets to Friday. Well, at the end of the day, Friday, if it's still going up, I'm gonna get it. But it wasn't. It was coming down. So what Timothy Sykes did, I've been talking to Timothy Sykes, is he bought it when it was going up, and then he sold it And I was like, what? He did it all on Friday. He said, yeah, because it was going up, and I took advantage of it going up. And I was like, oh, okay, okay, that's a good way to do it, because I didn't do it. I was watching the same stock, I watched it go up, and then I watched it come down. I didn't buy it because it came back down right at the end of the day, Friday, and then that's why I'm discovering that I could have bought on Friday and sold on Friday, and then been done, been done all weekend, because it's dropped big, like it was unwieldy, like it was like a big spike, and so that one was a good one. That was a good one, and it's nice to have that information from the man himself, and Reverend Melissa got that from the text message. The text message that gets sent out every day. What are we doing? What are we doing? And I told you that I didn't check. I got all so up tight and everything. I didn't check the text messages, and the text messages would have had all the information right there. So yeah. All right. Let me see what else. So yeah, let me know what you're doing with your weekend hustle. And have you opened a brokerage account yet? Have you opened a brokerage account yet? Have you done your emergency fund yet? Because I learned that people are studying me, but studying me past tense. Like I'm talking about trading now, but there are people that are still trying to get the emergency fund set up. So I'm going to come up with a dial. Yeah, I'm going to come up with a dial. I'm going to start with $500 just as a basic number, and I'm going to divide that number up into pieces. Yeah, because I don't want to do it now. I think I kind of want to do it now, but I don't want to do it now because I want to get it right. I want to get it right. But I'm using 500 because Bobby, who I met this weekend, was saying, "Yo, I got $500. What's my next move? What's my next step?" And I started talking to him immediately about weekend hustle, but I realized now that's not right. That's not right, because you've also got to get an emergency fund. You've also got to get a brokerage account. You've got to get all the things. So I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to tweak it into my formula. My first formula. All right. And so yeah, we're going to get it popping. We're going to get it popping. All right, folks are out of time, and I will be back tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday. Yep, I'll be back tomorrow, and yeah, we'll get it going. And remember that what did he say? What did he say? Man, I was trying to remember Jocko Willnick. Let me just pull it up. Let me pull it up. Yes. Here we go. And you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail, and then you're gonna win. Ashe. Remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe.